So we have a lot to unwind here today, a lot to drill down on and explain. It turns out that my analysis of Trump's answer to the Chris Matthews question on abortion served as a major element of several Sunday shows yesterday, in terms of both questions Republicans and Democrats got, as well as cable news prime time programs. But before we get into all that, before we go to the break, I have a "see, I told you so" that I want you to hear. It's another reason why, don't doubt me, it's another explanation of and illustration of what it means to be here on a daily basis and on a cutting edge societal evolution, meaning you will know long before things actually happen what they're going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to be, simply because I will tell you, using my instincts, my intelligence, guided by experience. I want to take you back to August 18th of 2008. About just a little over 7.5 years ago. This is before the 2008 presidential election, which, of course, is the election that gave us Barack Hussein as president. This is before that election, August 2008. I was talking about then Senator Barack Obama. Hang in here with me.
This is Obama. To then say that our own actions in combating evil have led to evil is nothing more than saying Islamic terrorists are somewhat justified. At least we can understand why they hate us, because we've done things to make them hate us. We have been evil ourselves, and we are evil, and that justifies them being evil. And that's, by the way, at the root of their perverted, convoluted thinking on places like Abu Ghraib and Club Gitmo. They think it's no secret that the Democrat Party considers the American military to be the focus of evil in the modern world. So anything the American military does to eradicate evil makes the evil that we're eradicating understandable and justified. This is sick. It is maddening. It is sick. And it is not presidential. This is not the kind of guy we want in the Oval Office leading this country. We do not want somebody who doesn't like his own country for whatever perverted, convoluted, stupid reasons.
I was reacting to something Obama had said, that our own actions combating evil have led to evil. This was a discussion during the 2008 campaign about terrorism. And after 9/11, the State Department convened that now famous symposium on why do they hate us? What did we do to make them so mad? And I was trying to convince everybody back in 2008, do not elect this guy. This guy does not have respect for this nation. This guy thinks this nation is ill-conceived, immoral, unjust from the days of its founding. He thinks that we have created most of the problems of the world. We are not the solution, that we are the primary problem. And I was begging people to listen, but see, at the time, Obama was a blank slate. Obama was hope and change. Obama was a blank canvas. Anybody could make him be what they hoped and dreamed the next president would be. And the media had done a gang-up job of driving up hatred for George W. Bush and his presidency, particularly the Iraq War. But I remember this like it was yesterday, because Obama's still doing this. He goes down to Cuba, and Raul Castro sits there and rips us for racism and all this, and he agrees with him. And he goes to Argentina, and the same thing happens, starts apologizing. He's still doing it 7.5 years later. So I made this observation before Obama was even elected, and I pointed out that the drive-by media and the Democrat Party think that the United States military is the focus of evil in the modern world. So you say, okay, so what's the big deal? Well, I'll tell you what the big deal is. Friday night on the Fox News Channel did a special. Rising threats, shrinking military. And there's this little quote from former DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency Director, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn.
I think that he sees the military actually as something that is more dangerous to the world. I think that he looks at the United States military and sees it as a threatening application around the world than actually as a useful tool.
When I saw that, about holy smoke, 7.5 years later, and I am being confirmed. He's talking about Obama. This guy ran the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency Director, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, and he's being asked about Obama and the way we're running the military and how it's being used. And he said, hey, he sees the military as the problem in the world. He sees the U.S. military, sees it as a threatening application. Folks, I know these people. The point is, when I tell you about liberal Democrats, you know, it's practically become a compulsion of mine because I think they represent the greatest threat we all face and the country going forward. Nobody on the Republican side. The greatest threat we face is anybody the Democrat Party puts up, because that view is held by Hillary Clinton. That view of the military being the focus of evil, the problem, not a solution. Joe Biden thinks the same thing. They all think it. John Kerry thinks it. They all do. Whoever they would nominate think this. And you can see this belief in Obama foreign policy and military strategy in practically every application. Okay, that's that. It was a See, I Told You So. It sets the table. We'll take a break and come back and resume right after this.